opening statement.
Well, first off, it's it's an honor and privilege to compete here. I mean, a lot of you probably know my history a little bit. I've played here a lot of times, and you always cherish the opportunity to play in a place like this where you show up. And fortunately, I've been with Gonzaga in Arizona, so when I've come here, the game's meant something, and the fans have always been amazing, and it's always been something we look forward to. And our theme for the week was habits, and what an opportunity to test your habits in a hostile environment. Are you going to get rattled? Or are you going to lose focus on the game plan or who you are? When the crowd gets going, or they make a shot, or a ref makes a call, and what an opportunity to practice your habits. And we were able to do that today in an amazing atmosphere, and these guys, they crushed it. I mean, they're playing so much better than I'm coaching now. It's not even close. And that's when you got a good team. And I'm really proud of these guys for how they've responded. But we got film coming up, and we got a big game on Saturday, so there's no let up. And we love that about the Big 12.
Questions for coach of the players?
Tommy, Jaden Bradley had all 17 of his points in the second half. He had 11 during that decisive stretch when he was pulled away. What kind of changed for him in the second half where he was able to get more?
Well, Jaden's becoming the consummate point guard. He understands winning. And, we were working on it early, and he's such a compliant, player and person. It was just finding that balance of how aggressive do you need to be early versus, running your team. And I think he's really settled into a sweet spot where he's just running the team, and he just literally makes the right play every single time. And I told him he's a way better point guard than I am a coach, and thank you for that.
You talked to him at halftime, something about him in the second half.
I said, guys, it's 41-41. We played a hell of a half in a hell of an environment. And there was no switch to flip. Let's just go out possession by possession and win the game. And there was I didn't have to talk to JB and pull him aside and say, be more aggressive, nothing like that, because he knows what to do to win. And when you have that as a coach, what a luxury.
BYU only had 2 baskets over the final 7:46 of the game, and obviously the one was right at the buzzer. What did you guys do defensively in those?
Honestly, we stuck with our plan, and we knew that they were going to run a bunch of ATOs and kind of counters to actions and stuff like that. And in a 2-day scouting report, your kind of first time playing against a coach and a new team in a new conference, you don't have all the tells or tendencies. You just have to rely on the players. And I was watching out there some of the actions and counters they're running, from our end, and literally our guys were solving it on their own, and which was amazing. And they just didn't get a lot of great shots, and maybe they had a few okay ones, they missed them, and we were able to get the rebound.
Questions for the players?
Caleb, could you just talk about what it was like to play in this environment? And it seemed both of you guys really kind of had some key plays at times when fans are standing up and it was crazy in here. What was that like?
Yeah, it was a great environment. It was fun to play in. We just had to come in and embrace it, stay steady during the chaos of the game, stay poised, and just stick to the game plan. And we made plays down the stretch on both ends of the floor to put ourselves on ahead of the curve that, and they was throwing punches, but we was throwing ours too. So down the stretch, we just, like I said, we made plays. Guys stuck to the plan. We rebounded the ball great. And we was moving the ball, sharing the ball as well, and we got good shots and good looks.
And Henry, how about the key inside to kind of take advantage of them like you were?
What did you say?
What was the difference for you, and matching up with them and being able to play like you did?
I feel like we just had good ball movement as a team. Like the guards gave me great pocket passes, great passes, so they made my job really easy. I had mostly just layups and dunks.
You kind of had a big 3.
Yeah, it was a great pass by CeeLo.
You also said, I think in Cincinnati, you said you like playing against hostile crowds. Did you feel that tonight too?
BYU has a great crowd. The fans were going crazy since before the game even started. So it was like definitely gave us a lot of energy to play, kind of like going on the road and being a villain.
Well, Tommy, after about the 10-minute mark, Catchings made it 3. They went up 1. Crowd's going nuts. A lot of coaches there probably going to take the timeout. Why didn't you? And obviously it paid off.
Well, I would have to probably see the scenario exactly again to do, but I trust my guys, and I don't ever want to be the first guy to call a timeout. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the old Phil Jackson thing, right? Like, you know, you will if you have to. I mean, you know, you got to swallow your pride sometimes. But I trust these guys to figure it out. You know, to me, what's more powerful than a timeout is a response. And, you know, I mean, because when we came down, I think they made a big three, and then I think Caleb made a big three. That's way more powerful than me calling a timeout. And I've always believed in that, and I just trust that. And, yeah, I mean, I had my timeouts in my mind all night when I was going to kind of implement them, but it seemed like we didn't need them. And I kind of felt good about the rhythm of the game, and I didn't want to, like, make the game disjointed because I liked the feel of how it was going.
Caleb, you shushed the crowd after you hit that big three that put Arizona back up by 1. Do you kind of gain momentum when you go back and forth with the crowd like that?
No, I wasn't really going to the crowd. I was really, you know, telling my teammates, like, you know, we good. You know, in the chaos, like I said, in the chaos of the game, you want to stay poised in all situations, and my energy was going to the team.
And I'll just say this. One of the things we've really been working on, and because our guys are susceptible like anybody, is celebrations to your team and to your fans are way more powerful than to the other bench or to your opponent or talking trash. And it's a fine line because the game's an emotional game and what we watch on TV. So I give Caleb like 1,000,000% credit on that because I knew exactly what he was doing. He looked right at our bench, told everybody, calm down, we're fine. And when you have a player like that sending that message rather than celebrating, you know, for his own gratitude or his own feelings to the fans, that's when you know you got something. So I'm really proud of the progress these guys have made in that area because you know what? We've had a few incidents this year where maybe it hasn't gone the way we would like with some of those celebrations. So that was a huge step for our team today.
Tommy, that first half technical on Jaden, different than the other day, but was that something that maybe held him back?
I mean, that wasn't. It was literally it was a flagrant one. It was a flagrant one based off of somehow his elbow rode up and got a guy, and I didn't really get to see the play. But you know, Greg Nixon's the one who called it. He's one of the best referees, so I'm going to trust he had it right.
I just wonder if that was something that made him be maybe a little more hesitant after that happened or anything.
Bruce, I got no answer. But you know what, Bruce? He's a good player who understands the game and when to pick and choose his opportunities, and that's what he did tonight. It had nothing to do with coaching.
One more question.
You guys shot, 15, 17 from the line. I think you're shooting almost, 76, 77% in the Big 12 now at the line. Does that surprise you after?
No, I mean, I thought we were going to be a great free throw shooting all along. I don't know what you guys thought.
No, for sure.
Yeah, some days you're not, but I thought overall we would average out fine, and I think that's what we're showing.
Jaden hit most of the second half ones against that backdrop with students. Caleb, you shot a couple. Did you see anything in that? Does it matter at all? Or
Nah, just make the free throws.
Yeah.
Make the free throws.
I'll just say this about JB's free throws. A lot of those came during the one-on-one. And when you have a veteran guard going up and you're up, you know, you're 4 to 6, 6 to 8. I mean, those are massive free throws. Because if you miss the first one, it's an empty possession. So if you make your one-on-ones, I mean, when you're trying to, you know, I don't know if close out a game's the right way, but manage a game, it's so important. And for him to do that was really big time.
Thanks, Coach.